Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Plain and simple here. So you found yourself a spider spawner in your survival Minecraft world and you want to know what to do with it. You're going to build a little bit of an XP farm out of it, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you today. Now I did just want to mention, this is not an original design by me. The original creator was Biz Rebellion, which there'll be a link to his channel down below. So I am going to show you guys what that's all about. Let's jump into my testing world. So as the first step with any kind of mob farm, you want to dig out your room. Now here we have a 9 by 9 by 5. So you want to dig at least 2 up, 1 to 2 down. I prefer the 2 down for some extra space, and 4 out on both sides, leaving 1 in the middle. Now here, after you have this dug out, you want to decide on which direction you want your spiders to flow to. So I'm going to pick over here. Now once you do that, on the opposite wall, go ahead and place a water in each corner. Once you get there, the water should flow to stop directly underneath the spawner, and now you do want to dig out all of these blocks down 1 layer. Let me get these out. Now also, once you have those out, the last decision you need to make here is to knock these out, 1 more out underneath the water. That will make sure it flows down perfectly and pushes directly to the center block here that you chose before. You want to go 3 out, and now spiders are a little bit wider than some other mobs, so you also want to dig a 3 wide trench for them to come into. Otherwise they will get stuck against the wall and not be able to move anywhere. Now I'm just going to go ahead and refill in this to leave it too high. Once you get to this point, you want to start digging up. And now that is a little bit more difficult of a challenge. Now the one thing you do want to keep in mind is that wherever your spiders do drop, you want to have them drop at least 18 maximum. That way it'll make it a 1-hit kill with a stone sword. A little bit easier for the EXP. Now you don't have to do that if you don't mind swinging away. The 1.9 and 1.10 mechanics for the sword swing makes it a lot easier here. But go ahead and dig up. Once you dig all the way up to the point that you want to, you're going to want to start placing in some signs. Now with these signs, we want to place them in the bottom corners here, and of course on the other side, go up diagonally and just continue this pattern all the way up. I've already cheated and gotten them all the way up there on this side and on this side. Now once you have these signs in on both sides, let me just go up to finish this one off here. Then on either wall, you want to put signs in between the blank spaces. So you want to put them blank here, right in the center. If you place them here, that will not help with the farm design whatsoever. It's actually going to mess things up for you. So just continue these up. Of course, you want these on both sides. So not here, but the next one up for a blank spot, blank spot, blank spot. Again, all the way up to the top. So once you get up to the top here, you can keep placing these signs up as far as you need to go, as long as you keep the diagonal pattern and the every other block in the open space pattern here on the sides. Now these may not be necessary. I'm going to have my farm go this way. The one thing you do want to do before you get too much further though, and this is the very tedious part, make sure you do have yourself an infinite water source, is place water in every single opening. So all the way up on both sides, as well as in the open spots on both walls. Now this is where it can get a little bit tricky. Now you don't want to put it on the bottom edge here. The spiders will naturally try to climb up, and also this water source will push them into these blocks. Otherwise, if you do this, it's going to start flowing backwards. So you've made it to the top of the mob elevator, all the way up to where you want the spiders to go across and then drop off for their possible 18 block drop. Now from here you want to dig out on the side that does have 2 water sources. The reason for that is when you do this, leaving out these, it will create an infinite source in the center. As you can see that sign going, pushing all the way to the edge of however far you do dig out. Just make sure it's before the 8 block water end. Now at the end or beginning of your drop shaft, you want to make sure to put 3 signs here. Now, once those signs are in, do not forget, go ahead and fill in, those are the wrong blocks, fill in the entire top layer here, all the way up until the edge of the signs. Whoop. Now this will create a barrier so that the spiders have to crawl down here. As soon as they hit this edge, they're going to fall. There's nothing for them to stick onto as of the ceiling, and they cannot climb up a wall because there is none directly in front of them. Now down here at the bottom, You always want to have a 1 block lip along the entire outer edge, so dig 1 extra block out. The drop shaft is 3 by 3, just making it a little bit wider, a little bit easier. And the cool thing about spiders, they are less or longer than 1 block wide, so you can put in pillars for the blocks here, if I don't fall off the edges. And you can do any design you want. You can just leave it open on the top edge, you can throw in half slabs, you can throw in some stairs, get a little bit decorative. Now you just want to make it easy enough to be able to hit the spiders from the outside. So let's go ahead and turn this thing on. I'm going to watch for some spiders to fall down and we'll see how it works. And spider number 1. As we can see, every time one comes out, it falls straight down, pushing me over a little bit there. Now these guys will continue to build up over time. Of course you're going to have to AFK here for a few, but if you do take a basic stone sword, 1 hit kill. And that is awesome. For the experience, you're going to see more flying down here in a moment. Now that is about all for this basic design here today, guys. Plain and simple here. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Of course, you can redesign your room at the bottom any which way you like, put in a lot more fancy blocks. But this is the overall basic from the outside. Now, the first tutorial, leave a like, leave a comment down below with what you think. Now, I will see you guys next time. I'm going to be doing more of these in the future. So, of course, subscribe if you want to see some of that. But plain and simple here, and I am out.